Excuse me. Hello. Hey, sound check. Hello. Hello. Sound check. One, two. Hey, sound check. Hey, I think we're live. Still loading. Yeah, I think we are. Hi, everyone. Before I start, I just want to know if you can hear me properly. Just place it on the chat. Good morning, Ilong Ranger. I forgot the real name of Ilong Ranger. You mentioned me your name before. Kind of forgot what your real name is. But good morning. Rick from KSA. Good morning. Paul Looping. Good morning. Listening while working. Well, that's good. Good day, Grace Galabin. Ronald Viray. Hello. Right. So I'm still waiting for the audiences. Not sure if you're already here. Just go to my post. All right, so we have already 17. Yes. Si Struhat from Tiffany Bob. Yeah, si Struhat pala to. Hi, Struhat. Me, he, he. What's up, boss? Norvik from Winnipeg. Wow. Hi, Norvik. Good that you can hear me. Kamusta kayo dyan? Uliong, good morning. Maki, good morning. All right, anyways, we have 31 already, so I guess we'll start. So, just wanted to first discuss the effect of Dow Jones. Sadly, as I was checking the market today, the blue chips are going down. That's why on my recommendations, I am putting in the penny stocks because the money's there. Anyways, yeah. Gino, Maing Buntag, yes. Merry Chris, good morning. Sunny Singapore, wow. Anyways, yeah. This will be a discussion, so I want to know what if you have any questions, if you have any consultations needed. I'm doing this while I am free. I am going to work at around 11:30, so while I'm free, why not help people? Okay, so yep, this is my dashboard right here. Right, and this is my chart. Yes, I have a question from what do you call this? Skin. I think this is Nix Torino. Nix Torino. Sa screen po ng Instagram, alin po doon ang pipiliin sa Bollinger Band. Alright, so let me show you this. Just want to make sure you are seeing this. So for Bollinger Band, for example, we open pizza. Right, so for Bollinger Bands, just click this. Oh, sorry. Just this indicators and look for Bollinger Bands. It's really just this one, right? So for pizza, yesterday it did a trigger above there and also it did a breakout. So most probably this is gonna be a good thing to get in today. And look at that, it's still touching the Bollinger Band. Uh, the Bollinger Band is constricting. That's why that usually means that the stock's price is getting more stable, less volatile, unlike this part right here. Also, it's still above MA20. This red line and Bollinger Band is the MA20. So if it's above that in the Bollinger Band, that means it is a good sign for the stock. Let me go back to our chat. All right, from Israel, Rose Monroe. Hi, Rose. Eric Akar, good morning, sir. From Muscat. Wow, Muscat, Oman. That's great. I am not receiving any questions as of the moment. So yeah, well, there are no questions in the chat. Let me just discuss the what do you call this? The the recommendations I have put for today. Right. Parang sideways and pizza. So yes, it is sideways. Let me go to pizza again. Yes, pizza did go sideways, but let me show you this. The action was yesterday. It had a good resistance right here. It was hit once, almost hit here, and then pulled back again. But yesterday, look at pizza yesterday. It did a breakout, so that's why I recommended pizza at number one. Volumes not still not picking up. There were healthy volumes the past 3 days in pizza. Hopefully, this will pick up today. As a strategy today, if you went in here, cut loss should be around this level right here. Um, this way, let me get an arrow. This way, your risk will be very low. Arrow right here. So once you entered here, the risk fully. Sorry. Sorry about that. I'm trying to reconnect. All right, so it's back up. Yes. All right. So now I pulled up now. I just want to show you the uptrend of now. This is when the hype started. It's still well on the uptrend. I recommended now yesterday because even though it did fail uh, the day before, right here, it went as high as 7.65, but failed and ended up at 6.81. It's still a breakout. The previous resistance was right here, so I still recommended now yesterday, and yes, it did do well. It went up as high as 7.35, not as high as this one. Right now, people are getting into now still. I still will say it's a good time to get in because it's very near resistance. What if it will hype up again? You can get that gain. And also, if you want in now today, look at your risk ratio right here. Make sure you just cut loss at this level right here. Right. So I just want to make sure you're seeing this. So just make sure you cut loss right here so that your risk is very low. Now, Indeed has a very high potential of winning with the hypes. And amazingly, it's sustaining above the resistance line right here, which is now our support line. So if you want to go into now it's a good time to get in. Just make sure you do your cut loss. Also, strict cut loss for this. Don't go in if you're not able to watch the market, as this stock is very volatile. You've already learned how volatile this stock can be, so I will tell you to put strict stop loss on this stock. Let me go back to our chat. All right. So that's now from me, Lloyd, saan lugar operate and Converge? I'm not really sure where Converge is operating as of the moment. I'll make sure to research on that. Ruel, Cristobal, sir, pataas po ba yung pizza? What's the best price to get in? Salamat. Yeah, pizza. I did discuss this earlier, just in case you were late. Pizza, right now it's the best time to get in pizza because your risk ratio is very low. Just make sure you cut loss around this level right here, around 15.60. Right there. So I can tell you that it's a good entry point because your risk if you enter now is very small. Right. Pag ba umabot ng 8 pesos ang bao, ang average 6.97, benta ko na po ba o hold till i-declare ang third telco? I think this is for now. I am not suggesting holding on to now really until the third telco is announced. Baka naman pag-announce ng third telco, mag-crash agad, hindi ka na makalabas, maipit ka, diba? So, while there's money in it, you can take advantage of it. Oh, yes, by the way, guys, this chat right here, I just want to show you if you can see it right here. All right, so right here, this is a super chat. It's a way to support the channel. If you want your comments to be highlighted and at the same time support the channel, support me, help everyone. Just click on that. You can donate any amount. What that does is it will highlight your comments right here. So I'll be prioritizing those questions right there. Anyways, now pala hindi pa. Oh yeah, okay. So from Rick, malamig pa rin sa KSA. Ngayon, Sir Lloyd, oh wow, I'm in Cebu, mainit dito. It's a completely opposite. And paparating na ang summer, so you might want to visit the Philippines, especially Cebu, if you want to warm up. And it's Rowell offline ka. Yes, the internet was slow earlier, so I had to change it to a faster one. Anyways, I think it's okay now. Where was I? So, offline ka, baka naputol internet. Yes, sorry about that. Is Tugs a false breakout from Roxy? How to spot false breakouts. I have a video about breakouts, but I just want to discuss it here. Let's pull up Tugs right here. So, Tugs, Roxy said false breakout. The resistance of Tugs 2 days ago was right here. Let me pull up two resistance. Previous resistance was right here on February. What do you call this? Let me just get the date. On February 7, it did do a breakout and then went back below that resistance level. So that's a false breakout right there. I recommended Tugs at around this level right here because this was a breakout and it closed above that resistance line. So this is the moment when when I recommended Tugs, and sure enough, it did stay above that, that support line now, right there. So that's a breakout. This one right here is a false breakout. Yesterday, it did not break out the new resistance, which is right here. So walang nangyaring false breakout or breakout yesterday. Today, it opened low, but prices are starting to pick up, so that's very good. Okay, next question. All right, that's from Roxy. I hope I was able to answer your question properly. Randy, okay na sir. Long Ranger, mukhang nahihirapan si Bloom from True Hat. Was this True Hat, Long Ranger? Let me check. Bloom. Yes. That's why I did not recommend Bloom today, because after these kinds of movements, I always expect a pullback, and it did open low, but it's doing good as of the moment, really. But compared to yesterday, yesterday was the best action of Bloom. I'm expecting Bloom to go down to this previous resistance, which is now the support right here. So I'm expecting it to go down here. If you want to get into Bloom, look for a bargain at this line right here. I'm not really sure if I will recommend Bloom as of the moment, because the risk in getting in Bloom yesterday was pretty high right here. So I really don't recommend this kind of risk, especially to newbies who don't know how to handle losses yet. Baka maipit man kayo, because we really don't know where the market will be going. Next question. Vol, really good looking. Yes, I did recommend Vol a few days back from here, really. I think I recommended Vol. I don't want to review my previous recommendations anymore, because what do you call this? It's very long. It's a very long thread on our wall already. Anyways, I believe I recommended Vol at here even. I've already put Vol on my watch list because it's already above MA20. There was no volume yet. This was the best time for Vol when it touched the Bollinger Band right here, and you see why I recommend using Bollinger Bands. This will be part of Bollinger Band will be one of the major parts of my workshop that will be handled that will be starting next week. If hindi pa kayo naka-register, just send me a message, because this will be a very interactive workshop. I'm putting my heart into this workshop, so this will be very informative for everyone who attended. Para naman sulit yung registration fee na binigay nila. Anyways, yes, you see the Bollinger Bands right here. Yesterday, Vol still touched its Bollinger Band. Yesterday's volume was very good. The thing is, I did not recommend Vol today because at this point right here, 3 wins is already enough for me. So I really can't. The risk is very high already. This is expect a pullback from Vol. I don't know where, but I'm expecting pullback. I am into vol. What do you call this? This wick right here, this is a bad sign for vol. I should have sold at this level already, but not sell everything because this is definitely on an uptrend. I would have sold half at this level. Today I'm going to be setting up a sell at around this level. Hopefully it goes back. If not, then it's okay because this stock is still on an uptrend. Right, so that's for Vanke. Share your thoughts on DNA, please. Thanks, DNA. Let me pull up DNA. DNA. Here we go. DNA. Let me pull up DNA's uptrend line right here. I recommended DNA yesterday because it showed a good support already right here. That's why DNA went up, then pull back below its Bollinger Band. That's one of the reasons why I did not recommend DNA today. The closure of DNA yesterday was not very strong, although it did have a very good volume right here. And look at the result of DNA today. That's why I did not recommend it today. But still, it's on an uptrend. Still waiting for DNA to go very near this uptrend line right here. If you want to get in DNA, this should be a very good stock to get into. If you went in near the, what do you call this? If you went in near the support line, look at your risk ratio right here. Cut loss should be at this level right here. So it's a very good, it's a very safe entry for DNA still. So don't worry about DNA. I just didn't recommend it today because I was expecting it to just consolidate back to its uptrend line. Okay, go back to our chats. Is it from Randy? Is it okay to hold sa TBGI? TBGI. Let me pull up TBGI. TBGI. All right, so TBGI. The first uptrend line of TBGI was right here. I stopped recommending TBGI when it broke its uptrend line. I don't think it's safe to get in TBGI. If you really want to get in TBGI as it's moving sideways, wait for this support line right here. If this hits here, that will be a good time to get in TBGI. But I won't really recommend getting into it because right now TBGI is riding on the hype. It's not really, I don't really consider that a decent uptrend. So I won't really suggest TBGI. Let me go back to our chat. Rick Tolorio, Meg, Sir Lloyd, parang na-rest back. I've been hearing a lot about Meg lately, but I just wanna, yes, I've been monitoring this stock. Let me just draw the downtrend. I am putting Meg in my watch list because it is starting to break its, what do you call this? Its downtrend. Let me remove the support and resistance. If you see right here, I want to show this to you. Meg has RSI. Meg has an RSI convergence, so that's a very good sign for Meg right there. Also, it did break its uptrend line. If you're asking me if it's a good time to get in Meg, I don't think so. Let's just wait for it now. Be patient lang naman. The Bollinger Band is still constructed, saying that it's still volatile as of the moment. Let's wait for it to constrict. Also, let's wait for it to go steadily above its MA20. So that I will surely signal you when it's the best time to get in Meg. But surely this is already in our watch list. Okay, back to the chat. Thugs, please. How about IMI? Wait. I just want to do this in order. I lost where I stopped from our chat room. Oh, here we go. Next is TP. Good morning, sir. VLL po, please. VLL, yeah. I think I recommended VLL today. I just can't remember, but look at VLL's uptrend. right here. It's a slow uptrend. I recommended VLL because it did bounce yesterday, um, a little a little bit low today. Um, the volume is not yet picked up, but definitely VLL is on an uptrend. Should you want to go in, the best price will be 6.25 right here, just along its MA20 line. Cut loss. Oh, don't forget the cut loss. Not because I recommended it, di na kayo magka-cut loss. I'm recommending it because the risk is very slow if you enter the stock right there. We really don't know where the stock will be going. So just in case if it goes down, your risk is very small. Resistance is at this level. So look at your reward compared to your risk. If it indeed goes according to what we hope for. So low risk, high reward. That's really the essence of trading. Okay, so hope I answered TP. Next is Sir Eugene Peñalosa. Sir Lloyd, ano yung system na ginagamit mo para ma-sort out yung daily recommendations mo? Example, MAs, RSI. Yeah, I don't really use the sort things. What I really do is make my main watch list. These are fundamentally checked, what do you call this? Fundamentally checked companies. That's my main list. I don't look at other stocks anymore, which are outside my list. What do you call this? After that is I check the movements really. Whenever they do a significant movement, that's when I put them in my recommendations. If wala pa naman, I just put them on my watch list. Usually, the watch list I have has what do you call this? Has a line down there why I'm putting them on the watch list. If they hit that, what's the term? Condition I have. That's the time I put them in my recommendations. Jeng Esmeris. Excuse me lang muna guys. I just want to drink something kasi napaka-dry na ng lalamunan ko. Right, from Jeng Esmeris. Sir, about ATNB, what indicator should I use to check for a breakout? The only indicator you need for a breakout really is support and resistance right here in Vestograms. The current resistance is right here. It was hit twice 2 days ago at 0.65. Because it's at resistance, it did fail to break out that resistance. It did a pullback. Maybe it will go down to the support. So if it goes down to this support, this is a very good, strong support. It was hit 3 times, so this is good support right here. If you want to enter ATNB, this is the best spot to enter, either from here or if it closes on a breakout above this resistance line right here. So if you're not yet in ATNB, put this in your watch list. It's on my watch list too. So let's just wait. Patience lang muna. So I hope I answered Jeng. Dylan Boy. Dylan Boy, sir, thanks for all your efforts. Keep it up. May God bless you more. I'm always happy to help. God bless you too. Excuse me. Ronald Viray, Sir Lloyd, what do you see as support in Bloom? Let me pull up Bloom. Kati ng ilong ko. Excuse me. Anyways. Yeah, support for Bloom. This is the support for Bloom, really. 1.86. So, if you are in Bloom already, you can. It did fail to reach this resistance right here today, so you can sell half at this level right here at the resistance. And then, should you want to go in, wait for it at the resistance, or wait for it wait for a pullback, and then once you see another buying a green candlestick, that's the best time to get in Bloom. Not sure if you're in Bloom already, but if you're in Bloom, you can sell it at around 13.39, just half of it though. Don't worry really with Bloom. Just cash out your earnings and then just buy back at the support levels once it forms a new support. Right, so do you see support? So I hope I've answered Ronald. Rowell, Sir Lloyd, how about BDO? Let me pull up BDO. BDO. Right, so this is BDO. Support for BDO is around this level right here, 146. It did trigger the Bollinger Band. That's why it rallied up right here. But somehow with DOW Jones going down, this effect, this is why you're seeing this in BDO right now. So that's why I said in my recommendations, stay away from blue chips as for today because Dow Jones is really going down. And usually investors are very fearful. That's why they sell out. Let's just wait for the market to recover. All right, so Frankie Lau, do I still wait for FGen to touch the Bollinger Band? Let me pull up FGen. I can't really remember what FGen's position is already. I believe it did break out its downtrend line. So let me get the downtrend line of FGen right here. Yes, so FGen did break its downtrend line already. It's already in my watch list. Look at that Bollinger Band. It's very beautiful right now. So yesterday, it did go above MA20, but look at that. There's a little space up there, meaning it's not really that strong of a movement, and that's why you saw this move right here today. So really, we'll just have to wait for it to burst above its what do you call this? It's Bollinger Band. Also, if it breaks out this resistance right here, that will be the perfect time to get in FGen. So let's just wait for now. Okay, that's for Frankie. Mihihi. Thank you, Sir Lloyd. You're welcome. Sir STR from VJ Roque. STR. Alright, so for STR, I did recommend STR today because it is already on an uptrend. Just want to show you why it's on an uptrend. Let me pull up the higher lows right here. Yesterday, it formed a new uptrend support. That's why I asked you to get into STR. So far, it's doing good right now. It's hitting its resistance right here, but that's already a gain right there. Hopefully, it does break out. If you're not in STR yet, don't get in STR. As of the moment, it would have the best entry would have been at the open of the market. Better to just wait for STR to close out above this resistance right here so that we have a confirmed breakout. That would be our best sign to get in. My suggestion is if you can watch the market today around 3:15, 3 o'clock to 3:15, if it's still above this resistance right here, get in at the closing, right? So next question is, 3 days ago, sir, recommended move vol. Yes, I did recommend vol 3 days ago. I can't remember lang talaga. But yeah, 3 days ago is 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Yes, I recommended vol 3 days ago. So this was my indicator right here. This was the day I recommended it. So at the start of the market, it started here. Let's just check magkano na win natin sa vol from this price right here. Holy, that's already 51% gain from the day I recommended it. Wow. It went as high as 58%. Wow, amazing. I didn't realize that. I'm gonna be making a video about our review for the winners for this week. Definitely vol will be the highlight of our of that video. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please subscribe so you won't miss these kinds of videos. Also the reviews, and usually I make a daily video for the recommendations. Sometimes lang, like yesterday, I had very many things to do. Preparing for the workshop next week. So, hindi na ako nakagawa ng video last night. But still, recommendations, I make sure I don't miss the recommendations every day. So you won't miss these kinds of wins. 60%. Wow, amazing. Anyways, let's go back to our chat. Vanky, you're welcome. How about IMI? IMI. Let me pull up IMI. The question was from Grace Galabin. IMI did good yesterday, but again, after these kinds of movements right here, I always expect a pullback, and this is what's happening to IMI right now. But don't worry, IMI definitely is on an uptrend right there. So if you want to get in IMI, this is a good time to get in. For those who were in yesterday, I hope you sold out already. I mean, just selling half would be perfect at this point right here. And then this was a perfect point right here to average down so that once it goes back up, mas marami ang pera nyo kaysa iniwan nyo lang dito. Also, I have a workshop. I still have slots available next week. If you wanna be part of that workshop, please send me a message so I can give you the details. It will help the channel greatly. So the purpose of the fundraising is so I can join research groups, which are pretty expensive, also to improve our equipments in the channel. Mainly to get my own internet at home so that I don't have to go to this cafe next time. I'll just put this on the chat. Anyways, yeah, to help me out, please be part of that, what do you call it, of that workshop. Also, you can be a sponsor of the channel. Also, when the channel will start monetizing, that will greatly help the channel. Anyways, once again, this is Lloyd. That's it for today. I'm really happy we have participants today. Happy trading. I'm going to be making a video for the market review for this week.